Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Duke from the Treble with Music, back with another music video, an at-home video. We are doing music at home because we are self-isolating, and just something to keep in mind, I thought I would show this to you since it's kind of in view. My good friend Katie Grimes made this. It says, "When life hands you lemons, make lemonade." So I hope that's what you're finding you can do during these tough times. But today we're going to have some fun because science and music are going to go hand in hand. So this is a music class, but a science experiment of sorts. So before I get started, I have two things to tell you. First of all, I would advise you to just watch the whole video before you go get your stuff to do this, because I do want you to try this at home. But watch everything that we do, or that I do, and then we can do it again, because you can always go back and watch this video again, and then you'll know what you're trying to do. Which brings me to my second part, which is kind of a disclaimer. I cannot be responsible for lost or broken valuables. So this experiment includes using glassware and water, which could be a recipe for disaster. So please make sure that it is okay before you go grabbing your mom's glasses or your grandma's stemware out of the china cabinet, great grandma's, crystal or something. Don't do it until you know it's okay. And certainly don't go getting a bunch of water, because that can be a mess too. So you might need some help with this, I'm just saying. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about how water can have an effect on the musical pitch that we make when we hit a glass. But before I do that, I thought I would give you a little history of mine. This is just one of my funny memories from childhood. One night at dinner, my dad introduced my sister and I to a wonderful concept that thereafter we were always excited when we would see our parents having a little glass of something that was in a crystal type of glass. Crystal is a special kind of glass, and so my dad taught us this little trick, or whatever you want to call it. Isn't that cool? So that's something you can try with some supervision. Okay, but let me get to the matter at hand. So we are going to be using 3 of these, but I'm going to start with this one. And I am going to show you, let's see if I can scoot that back so you can see the whole thing. There we go. I'm going to show you, first of all, with my handy dandy, these are all things you find in your kitchen. So I'm using a wooden spoon. So I want to show you what this glass sounds like when it's free to vibrate. So there's nothing in it. It's completely empty, I think. Yeah. So that's what we have with just the glass. So now I'm going to put a tiny bit of water in there. Not really much of a change. So let's add a little bit more, maybe about half. So did the sound get higher or lower? Well, just to help you out, I'm going to bring another empty glass. So this is what we started with, and this is what we have now. So what do you think? Does it get higher or is it lower? Well, it gets lower. So let's add a little bit more water and see what we get. Sounds like a go-go bells. So higher or lower? Yes, definitely it got lower, didn't it? So what's happening here, and I'm not a scientist, but just this is my simple explanation. So the more water I put in this glass, the more it's pressing on the glass, and it's keeping the glass from being able to vibrate. So the glass, instead of going crazy with vibrations when there's nothing pressing against it, now it's a little bit slower, kind of like slow motion. So those vibrations are slowed down, and so they're lower. So whenever vibrations are slower, they're lower. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to tune. We have 3 glasses actually. So we're going to tune these. So I'm going to start with our bass note or our lowest note, and we're going to tune it to a D. I think it's a little bit too high. So I'm going to add another bit. And we're just trying this out. I may go too far. I don't want to spill my glass. Okay, so here's our tuning note. And here we go. That's pretty good. Let me try again. I think that'll do. Okay. So this glass, let me shake this a little bit. That glass is full of water. So we want to be careful with that. Okay, now I think I'm going to skip up to my highest note. Okay, so here's my D again. And then this one is going to sound like an F sharp. So we're going to have to lower it a little bit from where it is. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water in there. So let's see what we think. Oh, no, I put way too much water. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Wait. I need more water, I think. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. No. Well, you know what was funny? Was when I poured that just now, I could hear the water hitting the side of the glass. I think this is going to be close. All right, so let's see. I heard right. Okay, so here we have our D, and here we have our F sharp. Now, in case you're wondering why I chose these notes, it's going to be D, E, and F sharp. It's because I had to figure out what I was starting with. So your glass is going to have its own pitch without any water in it. So I just went from there. So here's our D. Here is our F sharp. So here is D. Here is F sharp. And this is the missing note in the middle. So you'll notice that it is higher than the D, and it is lower than the F sharp. So looking at our water here, so let me shake this a little bit. So this one's very full. This one's about half full. Do you have any hypotheses about where this water level is going to be? Well, it's going to be less than this. It's going to be more than that. Kind of like the 3 bears. This is too much. This is too little. Hopefully this one, when we get right on the E, will be just right. So I'm just going to make a guess. Again, I heard a little note when I poured the water in there and it hit the glass. Okay, so here's the note we're looking for. It's two something. Can you figure out what? That's too high. So we're going to have to put some more water in it to make it lower. Here's our tuning note. You know what? I went too far. So we're going to have to pour some back. I'm just going to put a little dribble. Whoops. Let's see what we've got now. I'm feeling pretty good about this. That's pretty good. Okay, so here are the three notes. We have it. Yay. Okay. Now that we have our three notes, I'm going to turn this a little, let's see, I'm going to turn it more like this. And I'm going to show you what you can do. So, there are a couple of songs that come to my mind that we can play that only have three notes. One of them, I know you know, and we're going to start on the higher note, and we're going to go down or lower. So when I say down, I mean to the lower or the more full glass. So we're going to start with this one and go down. Okay? And it's a really simple song. You may have heard it. It is hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. So when you get your glasses all full, you can try that. Okay, and I may do it again in a minute in case you need to practice it. Another song that you know that has three notes, and this one goes back and forth a little bit more, so watch closely. It is Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. So pretty cool. Okay, so when you rewind this back, I want you to make sure that you have these tuning notes. Okay, so I am about 13 minutes into my video. So at 13 minutes, you can tune to, that's that one, middle, and this one, okay? D, E, F sharp. Okay, so let's go over our songs one more time. So hot cross buns, we start on, actually on both songs, you start on the low, or I'm sorry, on the highest, but the one that has the least amount of water, the highest note. Okay, so hot cross buns, hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Okay, and then Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Okay, now I have a surprise for you. Once you are really good at those, you may want to stop the video and practice. So when you turn it back on, we're going to have a concert. So practice and come back when you're ready. Okay, it's time for the grand finale. So get your hot cross buns ready. Here we go. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Okay, and Mary had a little lamb. going to start on the same one again. Here we go. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. How'd you do? I hope you did really well, and I hope you had fun making some music out of ordinary household items. So don't spill that water, and please don't break the glass. Be really careful and have fun, and I will see you next time. Bye.